That's where Emma James starts with Me to Watch. Good evening to you.
Hi there. I'm not in blue for any particular reason.
I know, it's just a coincidence. Maybe it could be a closet Everton fan. The UK's Labour Party are having their conference in Liverpool, and Brexit. What else overshadowing everything?
Yes, absolutely. And if you're confused as to exactly what the Labour Party's stance is on Brexit, well, you're certainly not alone, because it appears Labour's pretty confused itself. There are lots of mixed messages that have come out of this conference this week, summed up very ably by the cartoonist Christian Adams in the London Evening Standard. He has portrayed Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the Labour Party, as a beluga whale. That's because a beluga whale was spotted lost and alone in the Thames estuary earlier this week. He says, "I'm not lost, I'm going in the right direction." And the meaning behind this is that basically Jeremy Corbyn doesn't know which way he's going, but he's quite convinced that whichever way it is, it will be the right choice. But he's not really telling anybody what way that's going to be just yet. Well, he is telling people, but then he keeps retracting statements and saying something rather different. Lots of the other cartoonists looking at what is another blow that's been dealt to Theresa May's already foundering Brexit deal plan from Chequers. You can see her holding there a very deflated balloon with the Brexit deal, and the man with the large pin is Keir Starmer. He's the shadow Brexit secretary, the opposition Brexit secretary, if you will. He says that in the event of no deal being achieved, then there has to be a campaign for a public vote, and nobody, he says, is ruling out Remain as an option. So Brexit might not mean Brexit after all. This is a wonderful cartoon from Dave Brown in The Independent, which has Keir Starmer cutting the floor away from Theresa May. But if you look down in the right-hand corner, you've got Jeremy Corbyn there too, obviously weighing up his options, whether or not he's going to do the same thing and pull the rug out from beneath Keir Starmer's feet, because he seems to have changed his mind about whether or not he is backing Keir Starmer's statements at the conference. The Conservatives, of course, have taken to Twitter to make the most of these mixed messages. Just now, Jeremy Corbyn claimed Labour would respect the EU referendum result. Yesterday, he backed Keir Starmer, who said nobody is ruling out Remain. What's clear is that they would take us all back to square one on Brexit.
Did we ever get off square one? I don't think we did, did we?
That was exactly what I thought too. I'm not entirely sure we've made it to square two. But anyway, what they have come up with, or Jeremy Corbyn has come up with, is a sort of olive branch, if you like. It's a bit of a fudge, saying that Labour will back a sensible Brexit plan if Theresa May can come up with one. Otherwise, she should step aside and they can come in and create their own. But ITV News' Robert Peston is talking about this one, saying this could be a real poison chalice for Theresa May, because any deal that Labour would like, there are, he thinks, around 100 Brexiteer, staunch Brexit-supporting MPs within the Conservative Party who will not back it. So basically, she's got the choice: do I make a deal on Brexit, or do I split up my own party?
How long will it be before somebody actually makes Brexit fudge?
They probably already have.
And what will it taste like? That's the question. So let's move on. The French president has been honoured at the UN for his environmental work, but not everybody understands quite why.
No, absolutely. He may have coined the phrase "make our planet great again," but some people think he hasn't really done that much to back up those words. But today he was given the highest environmental honour by the UN, Champion of the Earth. Greenpeace France says, is this even real? And look at the gif that they've placed with this. He's wearing a little crown and it says, when you're appointed Champion of the Earth without doing anything for the environment. This climate change group as well, talking about his two-facedness on the issue, really, saying that he's been crowned Champion of the Earth, but green emissions gas from France have been rising. They rose in 2017 by 6.7%. And of course, the other thing that you may well, not many people have forgotten here in France. Certainly, it only happened a month ago. He lost his ecology minister, who actually resigned live on radio without telling the president or the prime minister first. Nicolas Hulot, a very popular figure here in France, he resigned, saying that he felt all alone in government and that not enough was being done to tackle environmental issues, especially climate change. And now that has caused people today to really raise their eyebrows about this idea of him being the champion of the earth. This cartoonist, Deluc, saying, why is Macron a champion of the earth? And he says, well, I did put my Minister of Ecology in the poubelle jaune, that's the yellow bin, for recycling.
Very funny. Quickly, tell us about the UK's newest royal causing a stir by closing a door.
Yes, I know, it does rather beg a belief, but it has certain women of a certain age clutching at their pearls and gasping in the United Kingdom, because Meghan Markle, now the Duchess of Sussex, closed her own car door at her first solo event. There she is doing the shocking manoeuvre. And as you've pointed out, yes, she raised her little pinky finger while doing it. She's clearly been very well trained. Some people really quite genuinely shocked, though, saying that they have never seen a princess do that before. Certainly the Queen doesn't do it. And lots of people very shocked, others wondering what on earth is all the fuss about.
Indeed, Meghan will learn as she goes. Emma, thank you very much indeed for Media Watch, Pinky included. Kate, thank you for the business as ever. And thanks to you for watching too. Stay with us. More to come here live from Paris.